What up, everybody? It's Zachary Veal here with your very first episode on Weather Wednesdays. And today we're going to be talking about thunderstorms. So, what actually is a thunderstorm? Well, thunderstorms are typically a rain shower when you hear thunder, but since thunder comes lightning, all thunderstorms have to have lightning, right? Maybe a good question some people ask is why do we hear meteorologists talking about the word convection? We're talking about thunderstorms. Well, here's the reason why. Usually created by surface heating, convection is upward atmospheric motion that transports whatever is in the air along with it, especially any moisture available in the air. A thunderstorm is a result of convection, but sometimes there could be severe thunderstorms, sometimes they're not. So a severe thunderstorm is classified when there is one or more of the following. Hail typically 1 inch or greater in diameter. Wind gusts exceeding 50 knots, which is 57.5 miles per hour, or an isolated tornado. Those are the things that classify as a severe tornado. How many tornadoes or how many thunderstorms are for thunderstorms? How many thunderstorms are out there? Well, worldwide, there is an estimated 16 million thunderstorms every year, and about any given moment, roughly 2,000 thunderstorms in progress. There are about 100,000 thunderstorms each year in the United States alone, and only about 10% of those reach severe levels. Again, that would be classifying hail 1 inch in diameter or greater in diameter and one that's exceeding 57.5 miles per hour or a tornado. Now, when are thunderstorms more likely? Well, thunderstorms are most likely in the spring and summer months, so that is March, April, May, June, July, August, and early September, and during the afternoon and evening hours, but they can occur any time during the year and at all hours. Typically in the Gulf Coast and around the southeastern and western states, most thunderstorms occur during the afternoon. Thunderstorms frequently occur in the late afternoon and at night in the United States. So, what damage can thunderstorms cause? Well, many hazardous conditions, weather events such as thunderstorms, and when they're in the right conditions, rainfall from thunderstorms cause flash flooding, killing more people each year than hurricanes, thunderstorms, or lightning. Wow, I know, right? Lightning is responsible for many fires around the world every year and causing fatalities. Hail up to a size of softballs, golf balls, and higher causes damage to cars and windows, kills livestock caught out in open. Strong wind gusts up to 120 miles per hour. Straight line winds associated with thunderstorms can knock down trees, power lines, and mobile homes. Tornadoes. Now, here's where it gets kind of wicked. Tornadoes with wind gusts up to 300 miles per hour can destroy all but the best built man structures such as homes, apartments, businesses, you name it. So where exactly are severe thunderstorms most common? While the greatest severe weather threat is typically in the United States, ranges from Texas to southern Minnesota, but no place in the United States is absolutely safe from the threat of severe weather. Now, as we move on to the next topic, we'll talk about what is the difference between severe thunderstorm watch and the severe thunderstorm warning. Well, the severe thunderstorm watch is issued by the National Atmosphere Association of Atmospheres, which is Storm Prediction Center, and or NOAA. Meteorologists are watching the weather 24/7 across the entire U.S. for weather conditions that are favorable for severe storms. This watch can cover parts of the state or entire regions. Watch and prepare for severe weather and stay tuned to the NOAA radio to know if and when storm warnings are issued. And now for thunderstorm warning. And thunderstorm warnings issued by your local National Weather Service Forecast Office. Meteorologists who watch a designated area 24/7 for severe weather has been reported by spotters or indicated on radar. Warnings mean that there's a serious threat to life and property. Those in the path of the storm act now and take shelter. The warning can cover parts of the county and several counties in the path of danger. Now, how is thunderstorm warned? Well, I'm glad you asked. Three basic ingredients that are required for a thunderstorm to form are moisture, rising unstable air, which is air that keeps rising when given a nudge, and a lifting mechanism to provide the nudge. The sun heats the surface of the earth from the warm, which warms the earth from air above it. If this warm surface is forced to rise, hills or mountains or areas where warm, cold, or wet, dry air bump together cause motion, rising motion, if you will. It will continue to rise as long as it weighs less and stays warmer than the air surrounding it. As the air rises, it transfers heat from the surface of the earth to the upper levels of the atmosphere. This is the process of convection. The outer vapors is it contains begins to cool, releases the heat, condenses and forms a cloud. The cloud eventually grows upward to areas when the temperature is below freezing, which is 32 degrees. thunderstorm rises to freezing air temperatures, ice particles can be created from the freezing liquid drops. So ice particles can grow by condensed vapor like frost, for example, and by collecting small liquid drops that haven't yet been frozen to stay called super cool. When these two ice particles collide, they usually bounce off each other, but one particle can rip off a little bit of ice from the other one and grab some electric charge. Lots of these collisions are build up in big regions of electric charge to cause lightning bolt of lightning, which creates the sound waves we hear as thunder. So here is the thunderstorm life cycle. Thunderstorms have three stages in their life cycle: the developing stage, the mature stage, and the dissipating stage. The developing stage of a thunderstorm is marked by a cumulus cloud that is pushed upward by a rising column of air, which is an updraft. Cumulus cloud is almost like a tower that called a towering cumulus as the updraft continues to develop. There is little to no rain during the days, but occasional lightning is possible. The thunderstorm enters the mature stage when updraft continues to feed the storm, but precipitation begins to fall out of the storm, creating a downdraft, a column of air pushing downward. When the downdraft and rain cold air express out along the ground, it forms like a wind or gust front, a lower line of gusty winds. The mature stage is the most likely time for hail, heavy rain, freak lightning, damaging winds, and tornadoes. Eventually, a large amount of precipitation produced, and updraft is overcome by the downdraft beginning the dissipating age. As the ground, the gust front moves out of a long distance from the storm. It calls off the moist, warm air that was feeding the thunderstorm. Rainfall decreases intensity, but lightning remains dangerous. Finally, what does a thunderstorm look like? Well, thunderstorms can look like tall heads of cauliflower, or they can have anvils. An anvil is a flat cloud formation on top of a storm. An anvil forms when the updraft rising air rises, warm air rising, has reached a point where the surrounding air is about the same temperature or even warmer. This cloud growth abruptly starts and flattens out to take the shape of the anvil. So that everybody is what a thunderstorm is. Again, I'm teenager meteorologist Zachary Veal. Welcome to the first episode of Weather Wednesdays. If you like this video, please subscribe by tapping the bell button below to get notifications on more videos I will post every Wednesday. And subscribe to my channel at Teenager Meteorologist. Hope everybody has a great rest of your Wednesday and go make fun of some weather out there.